Good afternoon, this is Jeff of Sewer Tech Northwest. We're at 11608 Darling Way here in Oregon City, located just to the right of the front doorway. That's as you face the house from the street. That's how I describe everything. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water is running. We're going to zero out here at the base of the cleanout. Off we go. Bit of a murky line here just dropping in. I do have some grease buildup in the line. That's all that tan brownish stuff. By and large, that's at least what it appears to be thus far, is grease buildup. And that comes from the cooking process. Fats in general. There's quite a bit of it in here. This is one line I may recommend some cleaning on. You got a lot of debris at the top of the pipe and high up on the sidewalls. Almost looks like this line may have experienced a backup at some point. Yeah, there is a ton of stuff in here. And while I said by and large, it has the immediate appearance of grease, but there's parts and pieces of this. It's hard to tell what the substance is. If the line, like for instance, if the main lateral, the city's main ever backs up, it'll deposit all kinds of nonsense in your line. Everything under the sun, and so you can get into this thick buildup that kind of looks like grease, but it's actually a conglomerate of a lot of stuff. So anyway, this is a line I am going to indeed recommend cleaning on. You've got very thick buildup, top to bottom, end to end here throughout the whole line. The line itself thus far is looking decent, but this is a line you do want to rescope post-cleaning to make sure that debris is not covering anything up. All right, located the camera head successfully. The line terminates out on Darling Way. Where I picked that locate up out in the road is pretty well in line with where the sewer cleanout is. The line does meander a little bit, but overall it runs fairly straight. It makes its way out to the street through the front yard area. It does not go into the driveway, which is nice. If you ever have to do a repair on a sewer line, you never want to have to go tear the driveway up, so that's a nice thing. Anyway, we're going to start pulling back in here. Ooh, we get some background music on this one. Anyhow, once the line is cleaned out, you can mitigate buildup like this entirely. Yeah, a lot of this is starting to look more like grease now. We had quite a bit of water running there at first. You can mitigate grease buildup completely. It's a habit you have to build into your life. The rule of thumb I tell most people to live by, if you have enough grease or oil on your pans, when your pans are hot or warm anyway, if you were to turn that pan sideways, if the grease or oil were to run off the pan in beads or worse, it's at that point you want to do something about it. You want to wipe the pan out once it cools down with a paper towel, pour the grease into a jar. You just don't want it going down your line. A thin little coating of PAM spray is no big deal. Hot water and soap deal with that. But you can see you're getting debris dams in the flow line. You got a lot of paper products getting stuck to this stuff. So it puts the line at a much higher risk for debris to build up and hang up and block. And when you do get a blockage, it blocks much more effectively. It's more likely your run-of-the-mill toilet paper blockages that would otherwise break loose on their own in most cases will not, and they'll turn into a full-on backup because the stuff acts like glue. So anyway, I highly recommend this line get cleaned. It has got a lot of buildup in it. And I recommend both the interior and exterior portions of the line get cleared. I'm going to see if I can turn the camera around here, but your buildup end to end here is at minimum about a ½ inch thick. It's significant. If you build that habit into your life, you can keep the line looking brand spanking new indefinitely. And it also helps to guarantee when your kids flush a ball of toilet paper down the line, it doesn't block instantaneously. And yeah, your grease buildup does persist back into the interior there. So I'd recommend that jetter run both interior and exterior. Highly recommend doing that. And a rescope afterwards to show the work. Beyond that, the line all has good slope and grade. I don't see bellies anywhere, offset joints, roots, anything of the sort. It just needs a thorough cleaning. Anyhow, sewer line is functioning at this time. It is draining slower than it should due to all the buildup in the line. After cleaning, it should have proper flow and functionality.